to the currency space, where the Indian rupee extends its losing streak for a third straight session. The rupee has ended the day at 55.22, falling to over 1 month lows. Steady dollar demand by oil refiners and lackluster performance by the domestic equity markets is weighing on the Indian unit. The recent bout of weakness in the rupee comes after data released last week shows that the country's current account deficit widened to a record high in the September quarter. Even Credit Suisse, despite being optimistic on India, said that the rupee is in for tough times given the large inflows required to produce a balance of payment surplus. Let's get in then Manish Sanawala. He's Director Greenback Forex Services and he joins us for the currency view as well. Manish, hi, welcome. How would you look at the Indian rupee? The continuous decline for 3 days now. We've clearly wiped up all the 2013 gains. How would you look at the range?
Well, I think we are probably trading at the top of the range, and I think 55.20 plus to around 55.50 are sell levels. And the last time when I was on the show, I said that, you know, I'm a complete dollar bull and you should buy dollar rupee. And well, I think I'm taking profits now.
Clearly.
And, I think year 2012 over 2013 coming in, at least the first 2 months I would expect inflows, and given that expectation of inflows which till now has not happened, I would look at selling 55.20 to 55.50 levels. Again would look at taking profits around the 54.30 to 54.50 levels depending on where I have sold. Probably we'll see 53.80. Fingers crossed, let's see where it goes.
Manish, what's your sense coming in for the dollar index? Multi-month highs onto that one, the kind of run-up that we have seen. Do you see it sustaining? Are you looking at further gains?
Well, I would say that yes, we could see some further gains on dollar index also, because I basically feel that dollar is likely to continue its bull run, especially against the euro, and wouldn't be surprised to see 81 on dollar index.
Vijay, getting you in the conversation as well. 55.5 is a level we have been talking about for a very long time. Do you see it coming quite soon? Looking at there's no change in fundamentals coming in.
Manisha, I have been of the view since many weeks that the rupee is weak, and come 55.5, you sink past it with good volumes and an increase in open interest. It's a clear case of buy dollar short rupee happening here. And I stick to my view that this time around, if the rupee was to sink below the 55.5 with forceful volumes and open interest, this time around we are going past the 57 quarter fairly rapidly. So as far as I'm concerned, I would want to wait for that confirmatory breakdown in the rupee. Once the dollar goes past 55.5 forcefully, I would go out and buy dollars.
Manish, what's your sense coming in for the rest of the Asia now? Because while the rupee is depreciating, do you see the similar trend coming in for the other currencies as well? And how would you read into that?
See, as of now, I think Asia has not moved as much as rupee, and I would say that yes, dollar strength is across, which would mean a weaker Asia across. But I think the fundamentals are very negative for the rupee. So probably Asia may not fare as badly as the rupee on an overall basis. But typically, you know, where we are looking at the majors today, the moment euro drops 130, we could see 27.50 quickly. And those are the levels where I really look at targeting euro dollar, and where I would look at, you know, going long on the cross there. So till then, probably we'll have dollar strength on the board.
Vijay, when we started this year, in the first 2 days, the kind of gains we saw into that one, and reading into all of those international reports, whether it was from Credit Agricole or HSBC, Morgan Stanley, they have been talking about levels of 52, 53 for March end or even the year end. Would you still look at those reports?
Manisha, I would like to avoid commenting on reports, but I, being a technical trader, would follow the price rather than try to lead it in the FX market. If at all I was to stick my neck out, I would say the dollar is heading higher vis-a-vis the rupee rather than lower. So as far as the support for the US dollar is concerned, I think 53.60 is the level I've talked of. At 53.60, I would feel extremely comfortable buying US dollars if I get it there. And if the dollar was to get weaker than that, I think 52 quarter is an open and shut case for buying dollars.
Manish, what's your sense for the whole of the year, the first quarter and the rest of the year?
See, broadly I would agree with Vijay, but my sense is that first 2 months we will see an appreciating rupee, very likely. After that, I think as we move towards 2014 and the impending elections that we have in 2014, we should look at more weakness coming in. The budget will be a driver this time around, and unless the budget is really spectacular, which I really don't expect it to be very honest with you, I think we have a case for a weak rupee going ahead, and I think 53.80, 53.20, worst case 52.20. I don't see rupee beyond that. I mean, they are all buy levels, all buy levels.